5 years and they look at it that the economy of the Nigeria is not suitable for anybody, the price of the cement have been increased, so them too, they will also increase their house rent.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Imgao from Newstridez. Today we are here again to ask questions on what is happening on the streets. So we will be going on the streets as usual, as we do every week, to get opinion of people on what is happening on the street. Today we'll be talking about the housing area. Why is it okay for people to pay monthly or people to pay yearly, and what they think, and should government put policies in place to subsidize housing, or what do you think? So follow me as we go to the streets to get people's opinion on what is trending today. All right. Good morning. Yeah. We are on the streets getting to know people's opinion on news that is trending. So this morning we would like to hear your opinion as regards the house rent. Is it advisable? Do you think the government should put a policy in place to make house rent per month or to make it a yearly payment? We would like to hear your view, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Kelechi, and also I'm from Mowe here. I would say that the government, if they do it monthly, it will affect a lot of people. For me, it will not affect me, because why? Why I would say so is because I'm a business person, but looking at people that are working, like monthly as earners, you don't know how much they earn, that they will not be paying rent. It can't be possible. The best thing is for them to allow it to be yearly, at least so that when you are having money in your pocket in the month, you know that, okay, this one is my feed, because Nigeria now is not easy. So that kind of policy cannot help in this country, except they should just do, let's say, let government remove those, what do you call it,
those middlemen.
Agreement, agency, all those things used to make rent to be too much, to affect a lot of people. So that's what I think. Government should just maintain that yearly, but the landlord, they should not increase anyhow, because that's what is running now. You just suddenly wake up with money, the landlord just raise money up and say, today you are paying 5,000, tomorrow you are paying 6,000. No, government should come into that matter. That's all what I can say about that.
So you think the government should have a policy to regulate the house rent, to eliminate the middlemen, so you can relate with the house owner directly, which are the landlord? So you think if government comes up with that policy, the housing wahala in Nigeria would going to be better? Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yes. If the government need to do that, just like when we had subsidy of fuel, at least there's a regulation of price. So if government can come into the matter of landlord, tenant meeting landlord direct, is better, because that agency, all those things used to make the rent high, because agent will be looking for a way to get his own pay. So as in, landlord also be looking for his own pay. So inside the two, they'll be dragging the payment. If his rent is supposed to be like 80,000, they'll raise it to 150, because agent want to get his own, landlord want to get his own. So government should come into the matter and let the policy be set and let everybody know. Not that you be looking for a house, as your house to be cutting. You don't know that. You see a house that you like, you cannot rent it, because why? The agency fee is high, the landlord own is there. So that's it.
What do you have to say about house owners, landlords, increasing their rent to up to 80%, to up to, they just call you one morning and they say your house rent is increased? Do you think there should be a policy in place to regulate house rent and house rent increments?
Just like I said before, I said government need to come into that matter. It's very, very good that that the government should look into all the landlord increasing there, because in our area they do have landlord association. So that association, government need to come into it and talk to them so that they can be able to regulate the housing fee. It's too much, because suddenly you just wake up on Monday, your landlord will say your rent, you are paying 4,000 before. Landlord will say now you are going to be paying 8,000. There's no adjustment in the house. There's no repair. There's nothing. There's no improvement that you get to know that, okay, my landlord have done something. Okay, let us support him. But you say no. That you just wake up and say, okay, you are paying 8,000. If you don't agree, leave my house. Quit notice straight. So if government can come into the matter, we'll be very happy, because it will help all house rent in Nigeria, not just where I'm staying. At least everywhere. At least everybody will feel it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kelechi, for taking out your time
Thank you.
to share your thoughts with us on the housing deficit in Nigeria and the rentage and all of that. So we'll say a big thank you. We want to say appreciation to you by giving you a token at least to use it to recharge your phone for today. So
Thank you very much.
So what will you say to Newstridez?
I would say thank you to Newstridez because you people are doing well by letting the government to know the needs that people on the street are facing, because it's not easy for people to rent house these days because of the high rate of increment by the landlord. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A token for your recharge card, sir.
Thank you very much. People should do better than this.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. My name is Imgao from Newstridez. We are on the streets getting opinion of people on the street on what is happening in our country and in our society. So we want to get your opinion. May I know you, sir?
My name is Lekon.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Lekon. We want to know, do you prefer on housing policies in Nigeria, do you prefer paying monthly or yearly as a tenant in Nigeria?
For my own decision, monthly is not okay, but yearly is okay because of people where they was for. Like me now, I like yearly because of I'm a bricklayer, so I dey walk up and down, and I get family where I dey sponsor. So for me, yearly is okay.
So you say if government put plan now, say make they pay for monthly, you no go prefer, you prefer yearly. Okay, so we wan also know wetin be the duration of time wey be say they go say they fit increase rent, because sometimes some landlords fit just increase rent at any time. You fit dey pay 100,000 now, maybe landlord just tell you say for you now you start to dey pay 300,000. You think say e dey fair? You think say make government put policies to regulate all those prices?
As you see Nigeria now, we know all the thing where they happen for Nigeria now. Say materials is cost. See cement now is cost. But for me, I dey pray God, make God build my house for me. That one is very okay.
So if God don't hear your prayer now, God can't build the house for you. So you sef can't get tenants. You just carry the increase money like that. So you know things say make government put policy in place. Say okay, at least if you stay 2 or 3 years before I go fit increase money. So you sef go join landlord, they increase money for tenants anyhow.
No, because I go remember today that I'm paying, because now I dey pay house rent now, but tomorrow if I build my house, I no fit do that kind of thing.
Okay, so we go say we don't hear from you. So we go and believe say government sef they hear from you. So the conclusion be say may we dey pay yearly, monthly no favor you.
Yearly is okay, monthly no favor.
Okay.
But yearly is okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on Newstridez. And Newstridez they say thank you to you. So we'll give you this token, maybe at least use and recharge your phone for today.
Newstridez, thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Enjoy your day, Mr. Lekon. Hello, good morning, sir. Orúkọ mi ni Imgao from Newstridez. Kí lorúkọ yín, sir?
Orúkọ mi ni Sodiq Lasis Babatunde.
Okay, so we are on the street going to ask questions about what is happening in the society, and today we are talking about the housing sector. Mo fẹ́ béèrè, ṣé all right ká máa sanwó lóṣooṣù àbí ká máa sanwó ọdún? Mo fẹ́ gbọ́ opinion ní nípa gbogbo eléyìí, sir.
All right ká máa sanwó ní every month. Ó dẹ̀ right ká máa sanwó ní ọdọọdún. Ní tó bá wu ẹni tó gbé ilé lẹ̀ àbí ẹni tó gbé ṣọ́ọ̀bù kalẹ̀ tó bá lóun fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ni kéèyàn bá ṣe. Torí nowadays tá a wà nísìnyí náà, so èèyàn tí ó ń fowó ra block tó náà fowó ra cement ló mọ nǹkan tí ilé ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tá a wà báyìí. So lórí current shop àti current ilé fún rent, so ó pay kéèyàn sanwó ní every month. Torí èèyàn tó fẹ́ rent ilé fún every month tó mọ iye iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe láàrin oṣù kan. So iṣẹ́ tí èèyàn dẹ̀ ń ṣe láàrin oṣù kan ló máa determine owó tí èèyàn fẹ́ fi máa san owó ilé. So nǹkan tí mo rò ń bẹ̀ ò nìyẹn. So tó bá yẹ pé ọdún náà ni ẹ̀yàn tó ń gba owó oṣù ó mọ iye tó ń rí láàrin every year, so ló máa determine ilé àbí owó ilé tó máa san sá.
So nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé anyone tí ẹni tó fẹ́ gbalé fẹ́ san ní ká bá gbà. So fi ọwọ́ sí kí ìjọba fi òfin sílẹ̀ pé kó máa sanwó ní ọdún kó máa sanwó lóṣooṣù ọ̀ kó máa sanwó oṣooṣù kó máa sanwó ọdún.
Kò ìjọba ò lè sọ nǹkan tí ẹni tó ní nǹkan máa ṣe, kò possible. Èèyàn tó ní nǹkan ló mọ nǹkan tó pè òun, èèyàn tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ sanwó ló mọ nǹkan tó pè òun náà. So tíjọba bá fi òfin lẹ̀ pé oṣooṣù ní ká máa sanwó, sí gbogbo èèyàn ló ṣe ń gba owó oṣooṣù ni. So tí ìbára fi òfin lẹ̀ ká pé ọdún ní ká máa sanwó, sí gbogbo èèyàn ní agbẹ́rẹ́ ká pé òkè o mo fẹ́ máa sanwó lọ́dún bọ́. Nǹkan tó tí gbogbo àmọ̀ káwọn èèyàn máa ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà náà ni pé every year ló pay jù láti sanwó.
So another question ta fẹ́ béèrè, àwọn tó ń wálé ṣé ó yẹ ká ní middlemen bíi agent àbí instead ká máa lọ straight to landlord, because tá bá ní middlemen bíi agent owó yẹn máa tún pọ̀ jù sí i pé a máa tún máa san agent fee, a máa tún máa san agreement. Kí ni opinion yín nípa agency àti gbogbo ẹ̀ nípa ìwálé?
Ó dáa ká ní agent, torí tábà lé agent kí ẹ sì gbogbo ilé náà kọ for rent sí i. So tábà dẹ̀ ní agent èyí ò lè mọ̀ ní káàkiri nínú wọn. So ó dáa kéèyàn ní agent. So torí tí agent ò bá sí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹlòmíì kan fẹ́ gbalé gan tí wọ́n kọ room to rent síbẹ̀. So tí ò bá dẹ̀ rí agent kò lè mọ ibi tí wọ́n kọ room to rent síbẹ̀ kó máa rent ilé. So nǹkan tó wà níbẹ̀ náà nìyẹn.
So nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé for short kí ìjọba máa scrap àwọn middlemen bíi agent. So owó yẹn wá ń kọ́, ṣé kò ní wá jẹ́ kí owó ilé máa pọ̀ sí i? Torí pé tí bá ń wá ilé ńsìn mo tún wá owó agent, mo tún wá owó ilé instead kí n kàn lọ sí landlord, ṣé kò ní mú owó ilé máa pọ̀ sí ni?
Owó ilé máa pọ̀ sí náà, bọ̀ nǹkan tí mo kàn rọ Nàìjíríà fún ni, tí mo rọ gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà fún ni pé kán bá àwọn agent yẹn sọ̀rọ̀, kán wo economy Nàìjíríà bó ṣe ń lọ náà di star one sin, so kán fi help wa lórí iye tí mo máa fi lé agent, tí mo máa fi lé owó ilé. Bọ̀ pé ká cancel agent yẹn kò lè possible. Tí wọ́n bá cancel agent ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yẹn máa rìn káàkiri kó tó rí ilé ni. So nǹkan tí mi ò rí ń bẹ̀ ò nìyẹn.
Ok, a fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ fún wa ní táìmù yín láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nínú Newstridez. So Newstridez fẹ́ ṣe ìdúpẹ́ fún yín, so wọ́n fún yín lélẹ̀ pé kẹ́ fi ṣe recharge card, kẹ́ fi recharge fóònù yín at least kẹ́ lè fi sọ̀rọ̀, kẹ́ lè fi bá customer sọ̀rọ̀. So
Newstridez ẹ ṣé gan, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ o, ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti mú kò ní tán bẹ́ẹ̀ o. So Ọlọ́run máa fi ọ̀pọ̀ rọ́pò fún yín ní Newstridez. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Enjoy your day, sir. So good morning. My name is Imgao from Newstridez. We are on the streets getting people's opinion or to know about this rentage. Is it advisable? What do you think? Should government put a policy for people to pay monthly or to pay yearly? We want to hear you.
Monthly.
So why monthly?
Because rent these days, especially in Lagos, is going high almost. In fact, is becoming something else. I mean, you hear people living in a room apartment paying up to 200,000-300,000 naira yearly in Lagos right now. So I think monthly will help a lot of civil servants, especially teachers, because I have a lot of friends that live in a room and they pay as high as, in fact. So but they do it monthly. Immediately your salary comes in, you take from it and you settle your rent. Then you can still have something else to do other things, you know. So it's usually very difficult to gather that much yearly to pay. That's why a lot of people owe rent. See them owe rent. So
all right, so
monthly is fine.
All right, thank you. So another thing is, do you think in looking for house, we have these middlemen that are called agents. Do you think it should be scrapped, that more government should put a policy in place to scrap them? Or like some people opinion will say, if those agents are not there, you might not, you to get house will be difficult.
Yes,
So we want to
something
hear your opinion. What do you think? And do you
Yeah.
think that agency fee too is also a burden on looking for, a burden in the sense that the money becomes high in looking for house? So what do you think, ma'am?
I think it should be regulated though. I think there should be a body that controls all that. You understand? They are good. We need them actually, because you can't just wake up one morning and be going from here to here looking for house now without having any place in particular in mind. But them, it's their job. So I think there should be a body that controls all that. Tells them the actual amount to collect when you're looking for an apartment. Tell them the actual amount to charge when you've seen the apartment, because they charge high. They charge too crazily. So I think if it's regulated, the amount, the money they collect will be on a fixed price somehow, so it wouldn't be too stressful for an individual looking for an apartment or a land to buy, or something. So I think it's good. They shouldn't be scrapped. They should still be working, but it should be regulated.
Okay. And then there's this other one. You pack into a house for a year. The next year, the landlord did not do anything significant in the house. He's already telling you that your rent that you were paying 250 is now 500, increasing it with sometimes as much as 50%, 60%, 80%. What do you think? You think those two should be regulated, sir?
Yes. I think it should. Though, now them build their house. If you tell them what thing they go do. According to landlord, they'll tell you, me build my house. I just bought my property recently, a very small one actually. So I knew what I went through to buy that. So after building on it, you can't come and start telling me what to do on that particular place. So, but I think we should all have human sympathy. We should all wear, like they'll say, if you are not in my shoes, you won't know what I'm going through or what I'm feeling. So we should try and be in each other's shoes sometimes. Consider your tenants, try to know what's going on in their lives, if they even have jobs, if they can feed properly 3 times daily. So I think when a landlord is caring, and you put your tenants at heart, you won't want to increase just like that. You will consider them and make things easy for them.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, my name is Imgao from Newstridez. We are out here on the street to get people's opinion on what they think about this housing wahala that we are facing in Lagos, in Nigeria in general. So we want to hear your opinion. Is it okay for us to pay monthly or to pay yearly, sir? We would like to hear your opinions.
The thing is, these house rent issues in this country is very troublesome, very troublesome. Why I'm saying that is I wouldn't like to just overflock the issue. Paying house rent every year is somehow, because the thing is, I would prefer we pay house rent. If it's possible for us to pay house rent daily in this country, let's pay. If it's possible for us to pay house rent hourly in this country, let's pay. But what I'm saying is, I would prefer let's just do it monthly, because as it is in other developed countries, what I understand is they do house rent monthly, because we don't collect our salary yearly. So if you collect your salary yearly, you can pay yearly. But the thing is, if you collect your salary in a month, you just say, okay, let me just deduct my house rent, my feeding, my everything, then you pay. But this yearly thing, even in Nigeria, even in Lagos here, some landlord collects 2 years biannually. So they collect biannually, but I will advise and I will prefer we do our house rent monthly in Lagos State.
Okay, your opinion though, some people would prefer yearly. So it's opinion varies. So another question we want to ask is, it's agency in house rent. What do you think about it? Do you think government should regulate it? Do you think there should be agents, that middleman? Because you are looking at to pay the rent, you are looking at paying agency fee, you are looking at all of that. Do you think government should regulate it?
So the thing is, these agent issues, I just feel that those people, they are criminals. Because what I'm saying that is, you can't expect me to pay, for example, house rent 500k. They will now tell me agent and agreement fee is the same 500k or sometimes more than 500k, 600k. How possible it is? So the thing is, they are the ones that make house very difficult in Nigeria. In Lagos, say for example, they are the ones that make house very difficult, because some of them, they will tell you that this house is this amount. If you don't even have the money to pay the real house rent, talk less of the agency fee and the agreement fee. So what I would suggest is, what I would advise is, we should just go straight to the landlord, but there must be rules and regulations. Because some persons, there should be a regulation passed by the National Assembly to see that these things are regulated. The landlord has a right to say, okay, my house is this amount, come in, you reach agreement with the supposed to be tenant, and say, okay, this is the amount I want you to pay. This is some even collect caution fee joint, so they'll collect caution, agent and agreement. So you look at all those things. These middlemen in all sectors or sectors of our economy, sorry, they are the one that makes prices goes up. So what I'm saying is, let's just do away with them. Let's see how we can do away with them. Let the government pass a very good laws that will encourage people to just go directly to the agent, to the landlord, and get their house rent, get their accommodation.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Simpa.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And Newstridez is saying, for giving us time, they are saying we give you this token to use it to recharge your phone, at least to make call for the day.
That is good. That is good.
Newstridez.
Newstridez, I really appreciate for giving me this. At least what I'm holding here is £1,000. I appreciate it. May God bless you.
Hey, good morning, madam. I am Imgal from Newstridez. So we are going on the streets to get people's opinion on what is happening in the society and what is happening in our country at large. So we would like to know your name, please, ma'am.
My name is Esther Akilulu.
Okay, are you a tenant or a landlord?
I'm a tenant too.
Okay. So we want to know, is it advisable for people to pay rent monthly or yearly? Do you think government should put a policy in place that would cancel rent yearly, or you think the monthly is better? Which one? We would like to hear your opinion, ma'am.
I think yearly is better, because that monthly, some people have a lot of expenses on ground. They might not be able to meet the target for monthly rent. But if you are able to gather money and pay at once for yearly, I think that one is preferable than the monthly one, for my own opinion. No?
Oh, to your own opinion. All right. So government should not look into that. Okay, so another thing, it's these middlemen called agents. Do you think it's right for us to have these middlemen called agents, or government should put a policy in place to scrap out these middlemen, so you just talk to your landlord direct? So what do you think?
Yes, I agree with you. These agents of a thing, in fact, they are making things worse, because their own what they call agency fee is even equally to the house rent. I think government should look into it, because this agents of a thing is making things worse for us. You see an agent telling a tenant that want to rent an apartment, out of 500,000, the 200,000 is for his own pocket. So they are making things worse, because when you are dealing with agents, it makes things worse. It makes the house rents increase. I think that the best way to do is for government to put a policy that a tenant, anyone that want to get an apartment, should meet one-on-one with the owner of the house. I think with that one, the situation would make it less for a tenant.
Okay. Your opinion, though, some people would want to think otherwise. So for another thing, it's the way landlord, they increase their rent. What duration do you think a landlord can increase rent? A landlord that have not done anything to the house, no new development, but is increasing rent. What do you think? Do you think there should be a policy on ground? Some places you stay in a house for the next year, they've increased the rent. Do you think it's okay, or there should be a policy to regulate rent increments?
I think for me that one is a greed. They see that everything have changed. the currency have changed, the money, the Nigeria currency is no longer valuable. So they look into all that and they begin to increase their house rent. Some people that have built their house for 5 years, and they look at it that the economy of the Nigeria is not suitable for anybody. The price of the cement have been increased, so them too, they will also increase their house rent. So for me, I suggest, or I think that the government should also look into it, because it's not making the citizen comfortable with it, because the way the tenants they are treating, the way the landlord are treating tenants, for me, it's not comfortable with the tenant, because the way they are increasing the house rent, you see a 1-bedroom flat, they be calling for 200,000. You see 2-bedroom flat, they be saying 700,000. In fact, if somebody is earning like 100,000 naira in a month with 4 kids and family, how do you expect for them to meet the target of the rent and also the feeding and the school fee? So they are looking at it that after all, the economy in Nigeria that have been increased, so they also increase their rent. So I think government should also look into all this, so that at least the citizens can be comfortable, they can enjoy their life peacefully, because the rate these things are going, some people are giving up already. Some of it, they say, I cannot afford it. If you don't have up to 300, 200,000, you cannot rent a comfortable place. Even a room, ordinary room now, as we are talking now, some people are renting it at the rate of 5,000 naira per month. And they will also, agent will also collect their own agent fee. You will spend up to, like, maybe if you want to collect a room apartment, you will spend up to 150,000 yearly. So it's not right. I think government should also look into it and comment over it, so that all these things can put an end to it, so that the citizen also can have a peaceful life.
Thank you, Mrs. Esther. Yeah. So from us for Newstridez, we are saying thank you for giving us your time to talk to us, to share your opinion on issues of rent and all of that in Nigeria. So we are saying, we are giving you this as a token to use to recharge your phone, to say thank you.
All right, you are welcome. Well done.
Enjoy your day. Hello. Good morning to you. My name is Imgao from Newstridez. May we meet you, please?
Yes, I'm Ayokunle. Ayokunle is my name. They call me Daddy King.
All right. So we are on Newstridez today. We're going on the streets. We're getting people's opinion on what is happening on the street, what is trending on the street. So today we are talking about house rent, agency, and yearly payments. So we want to hear your opinion. Is it? Do you think government should put a policy in place that would mandate people to pay monthly or yearly? What's your opinion, sir?
Definitely, government like to do. The government is the ruler of the whole thing anyway, but when it comes to what is agency or real estate or whatever, they have their own association. Perhaps concerning the question, here in Nigeria, I don't know, I believe the best way is to do the yearly. Yeah, the yearly will be good, because sometimes most of all these company or organization that people works with, there's always a problem when it comes to, there are some companies, they don't pay on time. You understand? Some of them, they hold people. Some of them I hold 1 month, hold 2 months. But if it's yearly now, the particular residential, the place the person is staying, it will have the advantage of, saying, okay, I still have like 8 months, even if it's 2 months, they are holding him or her. You understand? So if it's monthly, the landlord will not want to give him or her the opportunity of saying, okay, hey, you told me you will get my money paid the last month, and then this month again, I've not seen anything. So what's happening? If you cannot pay for my house rent, you move out of the place. You understand? So I believe the yearly is better for me.
So another one is this middlemen called agents. Okay. I don't know. Do you think it's okay to have middlemen as agents, collecting, you pay house rent separate, you pay agent fee, you pay commission? Do you think they should scrap it, or they should be like some form of regulation to regulate what these middlemen would collect?
Yes, there should be a regulation. Yes, concerning the job itself or the agency part. So many landlords, they don't like, some of them cannot even face all these clients, let alone some of them, they have this house that they believe they are not around. There are some houses in Lagos, the owner is in Abuja or is in Ondo. You understand? Now, if they have a very, straightforward agent that they can hand over the property to, I tell you seriously, it will just be easy peasy.
So you don't think on the part of the person collecting the house, you don't think this agency fee are like incurring more expenses for them to pay? So they are looking for some, like some will say, I am paying for a house for 300,000, and an agent is also telling me to bring 300,000 for agency fee.
That's why I said if there is side of regulation, it will be better. Okay, take for instance now all this transportation and the rest of it. Some of them, all these NURTW, some of their bosses, they are just inside their offices. They just dispatch the, go and do this, go and do that. But by the time it gets to the driver and the conductor, where they ought to take people down for 200 naira, they might tell you it's 500 naira. And the passenger will not have any choice. Some of them, they stay up to 30, 45 minutes at the bus stop. At the end of the day, they will see budging. So if that side of, regulation is there, I tell you seriously, all the works we are talking about, the agency stuff, some of them do it more than the way they ought to do it. But still, as far as it's a job, if the government can regulate it, if there are some people that can poke nose into what they are doing, I tell you seriously, it will be kind of, I have some people that are checking me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah.
Do you think you will enter into his house this year, and the next year the landlord is increasing the rent? Do you think that is fair? Or what duration do you think government should put policy in place to at least regulate increase in rent?
Yeah, concerning this, I tell you seriously, it's a lot of problem. Yeah, it shouldn't be so. You can't just, because somebody that just rented an apartment, I tell you seriously, during the period he rented the apartment, he or she might lose the position is occupying in an office. Anything can happen. So if you are now saying, for somebody that have just paid and he is at the end of the month he has not paid, now you are now saying it should vacant in place. I tell you seriously, it's not something that should be done. Government, see, that's the problem in this country is because everybody is doing anything anyhow. From every sector of the country, the IBDC, the power line, talk about the transportation, talk about the medical line, government really need to stand and break all this policy, all these big wigs. Nobody is checking anybody. Is in every sector. I tell you seriously, the airways, everybody. So now the policy of, if I'm doing this, somebody is there to watch me or to question me. The landlord will not want to do anyhow. To the tenant will not want to do. In this discussion we are talking about now, I tell you seriously, we have some clients or tenants that they will sue the landlord. You can imagine for a tenant to sue a landlord that, okay, it seems as if or you are thinking I don't know my rights, or I'm not on my rights. Okay, I will tell you I'm so professional and I can sue.
So what you are saying invariably that the government should put regulation to increment in house rent.
Increment to house rent, agency, talk about every other thing, but concerning this particular topic, yes, the government should put a very good eye on it. You can imagine, just for the example you made the other time, if a particular rent is 300,000 and the agency is 200,000 or 250, is almost at the equal. You understand? And the client will it will question, boss, can I pay an agency of 300,000? I mean, even the apartment I'm renting is almost close to the agency. You say, if you cannot take it, then you leave it, then another person will take it, because they have the confidence that instantly they have somebody else that will occupy it. So it's a problem, and most of all this problem, nobody to check anybody. It's just the government that must stand and put some people in some places that go and do and they should do it the right way. Because I tell you, in this Nigeria, so many things like that government have arranged people that they should, then at the end of the day the result is not forthcoming. And where it's not forthcoming is because when you said you want to get even to the lawyer, they have their connections there. Yes, they have the connections there. Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with
welcome,
us on Newstridez.
You're welcome, sir.
Newstridez is saying we're giving you this as a token
Wow.
to recharge your phone.
Wow,
At least to
thank
call
you.
one or two of your clients.
Thank you.
So we
Thank
are saying
you.
thank you for sharing
You're
your
welcome.
opinion
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you, sir.
I enjoy your day, sir.
You're welcome,
Mr.
sir. Thank
Kunle.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow. We're just back from the streets and we have had the opinions of people. So many people wanted yearly because they were saying if pertaining to what you do, if what you are doing does not permit you to pay monthly, yearly will be better. So we've had all of this and people are talking on the street. So we would like you to stay tuned, keep subscribing, keep following us, keep watching us on all our social media networks, comment and let's hear your opinion or what you also think about the housing problem, if it's to pay monthly or to pay yearly. We'll be looking out to see your comments in the comment section. Thank you. I am Ngao from Newstridez.